Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Bryan with another knife review for you. Today, we have the Glimpse 7.0 by Todd Begg. This is from his Steelcraft series, the slightly more budget series. This still is a pretty expensive knife, but the Steelcraft series, the particular one, is made by We Knives over in China. We does a great job, great company to go with. Does come in several different versions, and some of them are still available. This particular one you're looking at here, the black on black with the fuller on the blade, is not available, but let me see and make sure I got all this right, what we have. I'm just looking on Blade HQ right now to see what is still available. You can get this version with the fuller in the tan or the green, or you can get it in black or tan without the fuller. There's also a mini Glimpse that is a titanium frame lock. This is G10 carbon fiber liner lock. The titanium frame lock mini Glimpse is available in several different versions. That's made by Riot, so different supplier, but same kind of theme here. This knife retails for $350, which is not cheap, but a Glimpse 5.5, the actual Todd Begg produced ones, were $1,200 and up. You're looking at $1,100, $1,200 and up, and if you're looking for one on the secondary market, yeah, not hard at all to wind up spending $2,000 on one. So $350 seems like a bargain compared to those, and it is a wicked cool knife. I do really like it, a lot more than I was expecting to. I borrowed this from a friend. He had some stuff laid out I could try. At glance, I was not interested in it at all, and then I picked it up and I put it in my hand, and I fell in love with it. This is a really nice knife. Nice enough that I'm, if money comes around before they're gone, I'm actually kind of considering getting one, but we will see. All right, anywho, let's get on to the specs of this particular knife. I think I've explained enough about it. We have page 2. Overall length of 9 inches, blade length of 3 3/4 inches, so pretty good sized knife. Blade thickness is 0.15 inches, so it's not wicked thick. Some of these knives in this kind of semi-custom sort of way, you wind up with really thick, ridiculous blades. This is actually a pretty usable blade width. You have a handle length of 5 inches and a weight of 5.45 ounces on my scale, which is not light, but not bad at all. Really, not bad. Let's do some size comparisons here. We'll compare it to some other stuff, mostly in its price range. Some other of my loaners here. We'll compare it to 2 other We-made knives. These are both Elijah Isham designs, the We Eschaton and the We Zeta. I just did a review on the Zeta. That's the last review that's probably up here if you want to go check that out. And we will compare it to the ZT-0452, another fairly large ball bearing flipper knife. So you can see it's a little shorter than a 452 CF, but not by a lot. And lastly, the Chris Reeve large Sebenza. So there we have it. Oh, one dimension I did forget on this, and you can see it comparing it to this. It is a very thick handle. We're looking at, where did I write that down in here? Yeah, 0.65 inches thick handle. So it is a very thick handle. While I have something here to compare it to, but it is very well contoured, so it doesn't feel quite that thick in your pocket. There are some times you notice it, which we will get to. But let's just talk about the overall quality and aesthetics of this thing. The aesthetics of it have grown on me. At first glance, like I said, I wasn't interested in it. You know, this is a typical Todd Begg thing with the fuller, the drilled out fuller. It's grown on me. It looks all right. It does follow the contour of that, and it would be kind of a shame not to have it, but they do have an option to get it without the fuller, and honestly, that's, if I buy one, that's probably what I'm going to get, is this black one without the fuller, because this is a knife that actually I would use. This would not be a safe queen for me. I like it that much that I know I would want to use it, and I think if I'm really using it, I'd rather just not have all those holes to catch crap. So I think I would probably get the non-fuller version. Other than that, I really like the looks of it, and the quality is, wow, it's really good. There are so many cool little details on this. I hope that pocket clip is just a work of art. I love the little ball on the end. I love the way it's milled out there to kind of make it angle one side in your pocket. Everything is so smooth. Like, every edge is just absolutely perfect. Top of the blade's nicely rounded off. Even if you run your finger on this fuller, there's not even any sharp edges on the fuller. It's just smooth in every possible way. I really do like this. This is very, very nicely made, and the looks have grown on me, but the things that have really grown on me is, we're going to skip ahead because this is the thing I like the most, is the ergonomics of it, because we're still up to quality. With those smooth edges, it just feels so good in your hand. It really, really does. You've got a little bit of a sharp spot there from the liner lock, but it's not crazy bad. It's just, if you're really bearing down, you can feel it, but it's not enough to really change my mind that much. You can choke up on it. It's got a nice little forward choil here. I do like that, and that of course eliminates any worry about that bothering you. Yeah, it's ergonomically, it's just outstanding. The way the handle is arced like that, it's just perfect for my hands. Ergonomically, it is great. One of the best feeling knives in my hand I've ever held. It's really, really good. The blade is S35VN, which is not terribly uncommon in this price range. I kind of almost would expect M390, but it's S35VN. And it slices really well, very thin behind the edge. It is a very useful blade, definitely. I think especially it would be made slightly more useful by the non-fuller version. But it's not just a decorative, pretty blade. It actually works really well. You got a hollow grind, very thin behind the edge. It works really well. And the tip is a little thin, but it does have a nice wedge there, so it's not as thin as it looks from that angle. It's actually, I don't think I'd do a lot of really hardcore stabbing with it. I'd be worried about breaking the tip, but I don't think you'd really break it. And S35, I think it'd be fine, but it does have that nice little swedge, as I said. So the tip is good. I wouldn't call the tip like a sturdy tip or anything like that, but it would be a stabbing machine for sure. Let's move on to, I'm kind of skipping around here, so I'm losing the track of my categories here. Let's talk about how it carries. As I said, it is a very, very thick handle, for sure, but it's so well contoured that you don't really notice it. It kind of reminds me like of the Shaman in that way, where the Shaman is a very large knife, but once it's in your pocket, it doesn't feel like such a large knife. And that flipper tab is just, there's no jimping. It's not sharp. It doesn't need the jimping. When we get to the deployment here in a second, you'll see that. And just the way this pocket clip angles it, it's not bad. And even this little jimping they have in the back here isn't sharp edged, doesn't bother you with your hand going into your pocket. It actually doesn't feel nearly as big in the pocket as it is. The weight, you do notice the weight. It is 5.5 ounces, that's for sure, but it works fine. I didn't mind carrying it a bit. I mean, this is a loaner and it's an expensive knife, so I didn't really carry it out of the house, but you know, I put it in my pocket, walked around with it for a couple days, and it's great. I really do like the shape of it. It's fine for carry. Doesn't disappear in your pocket, but it's perfectly acceptable for a knife this size. Now the deployment, that is the other area where this knife blew me away. The ergonomics and the action on this thing is just, holy cow. I know this is made by Wii, but Wii's are great, but this is way better than any Wii that I've even handled. It is so good. It's running on ceramic ball bearings. This knife has never been torn apart, probably never will be. Just look at that. It's so smooth. And this flipper tab is perfect, doesn't need jimping or anything like that. Pops right out every single time with no effort whatsoever, no matter what angle you've got it at, still comes right out. Really enjoying the action on this thing. It is definitely fun to play with. I mean, that's it. It just falls shut. You don't even have to shake it. Just get it started and it drops right down. Superb action on this knife. Just absolutely great. So, in conclusion, obviously, I'm a fan. Was not expecting to be from looking at it, but once I picked it up and started playing with it, yeah, it's I'm trying to think of what I can sell to get one before they're gone. And currently in my collection, the only things that are coming up that I know I probably could get rid of is my Sebenza, and I don't want to do that, so because I have plans for that for the future, so I don't know. I don't know. I may be selling off some stuff. I may be having a massive sale. I'm not going to put my Sebenza up for sale, but if someone made me the right offer, I would probably sell it and get one of these, because I can always buy another Sebenza where these are going to be gone soon, and they will not be back again. So theoretically, I don't think they're going to be back again anyway. I don't know. There's no like limited numbering or anything on these, but I get the impression that this was kind of a one-time deal. So we will see. But the Glimpse 7.0, I love it. I really, really do want one. I'm going to have to figure out a way to get one somehow. So when you guys see a bunch of stuff up for sale shortly, it's because I want to get a glimpse before they're gone. But so yeah, if anybody wants a very nice shape Sebenza, just let me know, and then after tax season I'll probably go buy another one. But all right, hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please, if you can get your hands on one of these, I highly recommend it, even if it's just to play with for a few minutes. Super cool design, love the ergonomics, love the action, and $350 is about right. It's not cheap, but that's about right for this knife. I think it's very reasonably priced. I hope to get one myself that I will actually use more and put through more use, and if I do that, then I will do a longer term review of the one that I've got. Because if I had one of these, like I said, I would not save queen it. I'd actually use it. I mean, my Sebenza costs more than this, and I use it. So hope you guys have enjoyed this. I've been Bryan. Have a good one.